Oh, hey, Mrs. Strippins here. Due to popular demand, I'm going to be giving a little demo on how to use Photoshop to size, crop, and add a grid to an image, for drawing or painting purposes like we've used in classes in the past. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I've already downloaded the image. This was an image sent to me by a student through email. Just put it on, it's really organized. Uh, but there it is. I put it there for convenience. So I'm going to open this, and I just have it. My computer set as a default to open up into Photoshop. So here it is. So first up, we need to see how big the image is as it is. And I believe the request from the student was to make this 8 by 10 with a 1-inch grid. So that's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to go to Image, drop down to Image Size. As you can see, we're interested in this area right here. So we can see the resolution is 72 for our purposes. That's totally fine. So let's just go ahead and see where we're at. If I drop this down to, make this 10. So that's, as you can see, if I make the height 10, which is what we need this to be at, it's not going to work out. So let's go ahead and set the width at 8, right? So then we know we're going to have to cut off, just over a ½ inch here. So we'll go ahead and do that. As you can see, it shrinks because it's making it, relative to the changes that we just made. So you can go to View, Fit on Screen, that zooms it back in. Next, we need to go over to our crop tool here, and there's presets up at the top. So I'm just going to plug in. So we know that we need this to be 8 by 10. So then from here, we can kind of move the image. This seems appropriate. We don't really want to cut off the top of the head of the dog, whereas we're not really losing much down here at the bottom. So let's go ahead and go with that. So I'm going to apply that crop. You can do that by coming up here and hitting the check mark or just hitting the move tool. I've gotten the habit of just hitting the move tool, but that works. Either will work just fine. Okay, so now to double check, we can just go back and you can see now that the image is now 8 by 10 inches, which is good. Next up, we need to add a grid. And the easiest way I've found to do this is to use, and I've demonstrated this for some of you guys in the past, is to use this tool right here. So in order to expand a tool menu, you just click and hold. And we're going to come over into the single row marquee tool, and we're also going to be using this single column marquee tool next. So let's start with the rows. That's going to select all the horizontal. Oops, there we go. Deselect. We don't want that. Okay. Also, one more thing. As you can see, my grid is already up. If it's not, you can go into View, go down to Show. It pops up this little extra dropout box, and you need to make sure that the grid is checked. So if it's not, you just come down again, View, Show, Grid, and there it is. Also, a feature you need to make sure that is on is helpful when you're doing these grids is to make sure that Snap is on. So what Snap does is it makes sure as long as you are close to a grid line, it'll go ahead and snap on to the closest grid. So it just makes it easier for you so you're not, straining your eyes trying to get exactly in there. So, all right, so here we go. We are going to select the horizontal rows first. So I'm going to start by selecting the first one. All right, and then now to add to that selection, because if you use this tool, it'll only allow you to add one at a time. I'll just go ahead and show you. So if you just click again, it gets rid of the first selection and it's moved down to the bottom. So we don't want that. So what we need to do is we need to hold Shift and it brings up this little plus sign next to my cursor here. And we can go down to the second. So we're adding to the selection, adding multiple selections. So I'm just going to go through and click each inch grid line like so. Okay, now that I have all of the rows selected, I need to go back to my horizontal menu, click and hold, select single column marquee tool now. And I'm just going to use my grid to select all of the columns now. Holding Shift, of course. Okay, now that I have those selected, I need to draw in these lines because they don't really exist. They're not real yet. So I'm going to go up to Edit, Stroke, and this particular student requested the color of the grid to be in red. So I'm just going to go click on my color, select a nice red that I think will be appropriate. Looks perfect. And then for the resolution we're working at, 72 pixels per inch. A one pixel width should be just fine. But if you wanted it thicker, this is where you could just plug in whatever numbers, or you can kind of play with it. And I'll go ahead and show you the difference there. So I'll just do the 1. So hit OK. And now to be able to see how that looks, I can go to select, deselect, which gets rid of my grid. And as you can see, this looks great. Like, it looks appropriate. The line thickness is nice. Let's say it wasn't. I can just use my little history bar over here. And again, if that's not up, if I couldn't see this history over here, because it just makes it easier to like go back in time and make adjustments, you would just go to Window and then make sure that you select history if that's not showing. Okay, so I'm going to go back in time and go back one step to before I drew that line in using the stroke tool. I'm just going to show you the difference between making a thicker line. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in 3. Right, and then as you can see, I'm going to go to select, deselect. It's way too big for what we need right now. So the 1, I just wanted to show you that it is rather easy to make those adjustments if you need to. So I'm going to go back to 1, hit OK, select, deselect, and then if you even need to, sometimes what I'll do before I print something, before I call it good, I'm going to go into my file print and just see how it looks in the print preview, just to make sure we're good to go. So that's it. I hope to see you all guys soon. Hope you're doing well. And I'll be posting this for you. Hopefully, I'm going to try to make a habit of doing these demos moving forward. All right, guys. Bye.